As racing games trended towards simulation in the 2010s, split-second velocity would prove something of a last hurrah for AAA arcade racers, despite intentions for a sequel. This impactful racer ticks most of the requisite boxes to satisfy fans of the genre. Tight handling, which makes driving fun, challenging AI that keeps you on your toes, and a ton of races to partake in. While BlackRock Studios' final title would suffer some issues that kept it from the summit of the racing genre, those with a particular interest in high-octane driving games will likely enjoy this one, and like any good blockbuster movie, there's enough explosions to entice the uninitiated. Channeling the developers' 8 years of racing experience to that point, driving and handling feel great in this one, focusing on you feathering the trigger and wheel to perform drifts around corners. It makes getting behind the wheel enjoyable no matter what car you use. Its unique selling point comes from power plays. As you drift, overtake cars and avoid hazards, a meter fills up. Rather than nitrous, this can be used to trigger special events on the track. Level 1 plays are usually smaller scale, such as blowing up a nearby tanker. Level 2 plays up the stakes with bigger destruction, while a full meter allows you to open up route changes by destroying the track with a catastrophic event, such as a tower falling and sending drivers down below. The immense potential for destruction, seeing you wreck opponents with giddy glee, adds an adrenaline-fueled edge to driving, and it helps Velocity stand out compared to other racers. Split Second sees you driving a bevy of fictional cars inspired by real-world vehicles, as you partake in the titular TV show. They run the gamut of usual suspects, from heavy muscle to sport. Along with traditional races, a few unique events pop up. Elimination sees you avoiding last position lest you get blown up. Survival tasks you with overtaking tankers as they sling barrels at you. And air events force you to dodge missile attacks, and eventually, later events let you deflect missiles back. There are 12 episodes, with 6 races apiece, meaning there's quite a lot of meat on the bones just for solo players. There's also split-screen multiplayer, something of a rarity this generation, allowing you to play against a friend on all of the courses and events from the season. Online ups that number to 8, which naturally adds more fun to the proceedings. Split-second velocity only suffers a few noticeable missteps. The AI proves a double-edged sword, as while the challenging racing keeps things interesting, the rubber banding can become grating in later events, with the last episode in particular proving extremely grueling. The whole game suffers fatigue towards the end, as although the destructive tracks are breathtaking to destroy, it leads to you racing across a lot of similar looking courses even outside of general races. While more courses are added with progress, including the particularly challenging dam stage that has boulder and water hazards aplenty, events start to feel stale towards the final quarter of the season. It's a shame there weren't just a couple more tracks to spruce up the lineup. The what is here looks and sounds great. Utilising an in-house engine, Split Second boasts excellent lighting that tints each stage with a unique hue, great car models that boast lovely reflective shine and, perhaps the highlight, superb destruction that sees concrete fly, explosions aplenty, and incredible vehicular damage which sees your machine crumpling into a mess. Performance is generally steady despite some chaotic action, though some moments do see a dip in the frame rate. The sound sees Black Rock eschew licensed tracks in favour of original scores that beautifully build as you progress in races, with heightening orchestral scores adding weight to your racing. Cars sound the part, while the occasional voice work is fittingly over the top. The bombastic stingers between episodes from Tom Clark Hill are particularly awesome.
Drivers, choose your events carefully and remember to buckle up. It's about to get explosive out there.
Split Second Velocity is a blood-pumping racer that perhaps leans on its unique tricks too heavily. It's very good fun, with explosive power plays and challenging racing hooking you in, leaving your jaw dropped as you plunge a skyscraper onto the track or derail a train to change the route. The only shame is that, perhaps due to the explosive destruction each track showcases, the track variety is lacking, and thus fatigue sets in towards the end. The AI also sometimes crosses the line over frustration, with latter events suffering notable rubber banding. However, those with patience and a penchant for destruction should find plenty to like here. It's a shame the planned follow-up would be canned, as this is the perfect example of a title which could have benefited hugely from a refined sequel.